Ladies and gentlemen, finally it is Friday. We headed to the weekend. Gen Z want to rest before we resume next week, I think on Tuesday, to continue with liberating this nation. I once said it doesn't matter how long, it can take years, it can take days. Revolution is looming, and the young generation who praised Ruto were a ticking bomb. It is happening earlier than I expected, ladies and gentlemen. The Gen Z, I've said there is no backing down. And by the way, if Ruto is a man who listens, then I tell you, this is the time he should ignore the likes of clueless David Indi, sit down, call himself to a meeting, a private room, and he meditates on what he wants with this country. If Ruto wanted just to be a president, let him come in public and tell us the truth. Because the things he is doing now are parallel to what he promised the young generation of this republic. Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday night, those who follow internet, the young generation kept vigil the whole night, singing reggae and dancing. I saw millions of youths along Moy Avenue dancing, and the real rebellion, the real revolution is happening in this country, ladies and gentlemen. William Ruto should ignore this generation at his own peril. He should do that. If he thinks he's too powerful, then he should ignore this generation at his own will. And I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to hide you. The extent to which the young generation are prepared themselves is beyond Ruto's understanding. Ruto must know the generation that is facing him right now has the best information technology experts. The level at which the young people are mobilizing themselves is beyond the NIS. National Intelligence Service was caught pants down. Government has a way of operation. Government has intelligence. You cannot plan physically anything in the Republic of Kenya minus the government knowing. So how the Maandamano caught them pants down is a history to tell generations that are going to come. Ruto must know that the Gen Z have the best IT gurus who are communicating in platforms. They don't need to meet this generation. Ruto must know this. This generation doesn't need to meet physically to plan for demos. Gen Z doesn't need to meet in WhatsApp groups because government spies. Gen Z doesn't need to mobilize on Facebook. They have their own way of communicating across the globe. Yes, those are facts. And the National Intelligence Service could not even comprehend how these people communicate. Even now, they cannot unravel how these people mobilize themselves. I was watching at night and I couldn't believe my eyes. Millions of young people on the streets of Nairobi saying, enough is enough. We are taking this government by force, by fire. Listen, a young man was shot at night. And I tell you, I'm not inciting, but let me tell you. The greatest mistake the police can do is to shoot a Gen Z. That is as well as declaring war. You know, these young people, they are fearless. The fear is gone. They no longer fear bullets. They no longer fear water cannons. They only fear death. In fact, even they don't fear death because they face police. I saw a young lady telling a police, face to face, Niguze, I am fighting for you. And the police was helpless. It couldn't do anything. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am sending a message to this government that Gen Z has the best doctors that you can imagine. The generation Ruto is dealing with has the best journalists. The generation William Ruto is dealing with has the best Lego minds. The generation William Ruto is dealing with has the best politicians. The generation William Ruto is dealing with has the best economists who are jobless. The people in office are there because they know someone. Not they are there because of purpose. Not they are there because of experience. They are just seated in those offices eating, clueless, just because they know someone. Ndindi and Devdindi can still be used as an example of a worst economic advisor ever Kenya has witnessed. So Ruto must sit. He claims to understand this generation, but I've come to realize he is clueless. Ruto must ignore these octogenarians who doesn't even understand how Facebook works. Ruto must now begin to impress young people in that government to help him run government if he so wishes. Lakini kama hataki, Zakayo shuka chini. Kaka, I'm here as the official spokesperson, as the official digital spokesperson of Gen Z. I have been here. Many people ran away, left me here. My colleagues who are political analysts, immediately Ruto took power, they backed down and began to support government. I have been fearlessly speaking alone in this platform. I'm happy I have a team. I have millions who speak the same voice. I have a massive people. I have Niko na umati. I have been speaking alone, but I'm happy. We are speaking the same language, ladies and gentlemen. It is not going to remain the same. Each and every Gen Z watching me, kindly, nataka ni kuombe tafadhali. As we protest, let's make sure each and every Gen Z above 18 years has registered as a voter. Tafadhali. Now 2027, we are the people to kick out this regime out of government. And someone should start registering Gen Z political party. Hey, mtu walete papers to register party board. What are you waiting for? Akina Boniface Mwag, leteni hizi papers bwana. Tunataka Gen Z political party. Tuingie pale kwa force. Tuiuze Kenya nzima. Kazi songe mbele. Our politicians, they must. Nimesikia Ruto sasa anataka kupalisha slogan Hii ya UDA ime backfire. Nimesikia anataka kubadilisha slogan. Hii ya UDA ya hasala ime backfire. It has no agenda. Sasa nimesikia wanataka kuungana na Musalia Mudavadi ati watengeneze new party, ati watengeneze new slogan. Tutawatwanga. God bless you, ladies and gentlemen. See you in the next video. Asanteni sana.